In the heart of an ancient, enchanted forest stood a hidden laboratory, its walls lined with shelves of glowing potion bottles, bundles of dried flowers, and brass instruments that whispered of forgotten wisdom. Inside, the wise grandfather of the light fairy worked patiently at his wooden bench. His silver hair gleamed in the sunlight that streamed through the arched windows, and his butterfly wings shimmered faintly in hues of gold and silver. With careful hands, he ground glowing herbs into fine powder, the steam from a cauldron curling upward like living mist. His face, marked with gentle wrinkles of time, carried both dignity and kindness, for he had spent centuries guiding the fair folk with wisdom and light. But beyond the walls of the laboratory, the enchanted forest stirred with a different kind of energy. The nature fairy, granddaughter of the wise elder, moved gracefully among the trees. Her emerald butterfly wings spread wide behind her, glittering with dew and moonlight as she ran. Her long black braid, twined with blossoms and vines, bounced softly at her back, and her flowing white gown caught the sparkle of starlight. She bent low to gather a rare glowing seed, along with herbs and delicate flowers that only bloomed under twilight. As she touched them, the air seemed to sigh with magic. She carried them gently in her palms, where droplets of dew shone like diamonds. Upon a mossy stone, the fairy knelt and began to weave the forest's gifts together. Her hands glowed faintly as she pressed the herbs and seed into a shimmering paste that pulsed with green and golden sparks. Above her, beams of starlight filtered through the canopy, blessing her craft. With patience and power, she whispered ancient words taught by her grandfather, shaping the mixture into something more than medicine, something that carried hope. For this was no ordinary enchantment. It was meant for a king. Not far from the forest's heart, in a simple wooden cottage warmed by a fire, the bald king sat in sorrow. Once proud and noble, he now felt the weight of time and loss. His head, bare as stone, reminded him daily of what had been taken from him, his strength, his pride, and his dignity. Yet still he hoped, for he had heard the whispers of a fairy's gift. And soon, she appeared, the nature fairy herself, radiant in the glow of firelight. She entered the cottage, her wings folding softly behind her as she stepped forward, holding a bowl filled with shimmering golden-green paste. The king lifted his eyes to her, and for the first time in many moons, they glistened with wonder. She placed the bowl into his hands, her gentle smile filled with quiet reassurance. With trembling fingers, the king scooped the paste and spread it across his head. In that instant, the air shivered with enchantment. Golden-green sparkles swirled around him, lighting the cottage with a celestial glow. Slowly, strand by strand, thick black hair began to sprout and flow, cascading across,